Hi, welcome to my channel.
Honestly. Hey, Uncle Kenny! Football! Hey, yeah!
If you're new here, my name is Cedric. I'm an actor, a filmmaker, a screenwriter, and a YouTube reactor. I am now based in the New York City area as of this summer. And this was not recommended to me or anything. I just really like Aurora. I've done some previous reactions to her and just decided to search her name and click on the one that felt most interesting to me. As some of you know, if you follow my channel, if you've seen anything from the summer, and thank you to all of you who expressed your prayers and good wishes and good vibes and everything that you sent as I and my family experienced an absolute tragedy this summer and something that I'm still coming back from. This seemed like something that might speak to me. I could be totally wrong, but it just, for whatever reason, kind of jumped off the screen. And so I thought, well, let's check this out. Thank you, of course, to my patrons on Patreon. Thank you for your support through everything, through the move and through the awfulness of this summer. And then, of course, through the strikes that we've been on here. Thank you so much for your support of me. It means a lot to me. It really does. This can be a tough and often isolating life, an isolating career. And so it's just nice to feel like, yeah, there are people that like consistently support me is wonderful. So thank you for that. Okay, let's check this out. This is Aurora Exhale, Inhale live at Vivo Studios. Beautiful.
I was a moving thing before I was a human being. I was the ice before it melts. I was the tree before it fell. My dear, come near. Do you understand what is happening? Crawl beneath the earth to feel the hunger and the thirst. If you
I want to start by saying that starting on a close-up is an interesting choice. Often you're going to start on an establishing shot, something wide, but we start tight on her as she is making, the mic's right up against her. She's making very quiet sound. She's establishing the mood of the whole piece, and that sets a tone, that it's close up and it's just her, and then she looks at us as she starts to sing, and that changes the tone. And then we start to come back and we see the drum in the background, and again it changes the tone. So it kind of puts us off balance, I guess, in a sense, in a really beautiful way. And there's some really nice smooth camera work that's happening here to take the mood of what's being said and put it on camera while not distracting from her vocal, which so far is just, she's such a storyteller. You know what I mean? She's not just a singer. She tells stories. She draws you in to every breath. And of course, this is called Exhale, Inhale. But you just kind of lean onto every breath that she takes and the way that she kind of slant rhymes. And you see the rhymes coming, and they're still just so satisfying to hear as she approaches them. So this is outstanding, and it seems like it's maybe touching on some themes of transcendentalism and naturalism, and that's exciting. So let's see where this goes.
You could fly and be the bird, then you would see
Gorgeous harmony. Oh,
my dear,
what a line.
do you understand what is happening?
Nice.
Who is calling me for the emergency? Who is listening to the siren singing?
Yeah, so you see that light above her is providing this nice top-down soft light. It's kind of filling the whole room, but creating nice fall-off, nice shadow underneath her. And that also helps set the tone that there's soft shadows that exist. And of course, she's got soft fall-offs on a lot of her notes. So even the lighting is following her vocal of everything. Her standing up and just that little bit of movement has a very kind of ritualistic feel to the whole thing. And as she's talking about becoming a bird and seeing the forest burn, which is just one of those lines that is going to stick in my brain the second she said it. Wonderful writing. And then these lights that are coming on, kind of rotating throughout, kind of an image of the Northern Lights, if you will, of Aurora Borealis. That's Greek. But again, if you're talking about setting people in the place of becoming one with nature, I mean, how do you not when you're looking up at the Northern Lights? Now, maybe there's something else that's intending to mean, but that's what it drew me into. The other thing I want to point out is this other vocalist that's with Aurora is in kind of a it's elegant, but it's more of a plain black dress, while Aurora's got frills and a corset. And, it's just, there's two different styles that are existing there, light blue versus black. More of the frills and the extravagance, if you will, versus more of a mourning, more of a formal type of look. So that's fascinating. Let's see where this goes. I have no idea where it's going to go.
We are stood and somehow calm within the madness of a storm with no
nice warble being added.
For the scared, tasting pollution in the air. My dear, come near. Do you feel my hand?
Oh.
It is there. Exhaling air.
All right, we'll get back into this, I promise. I just want to look at her performance. All film acting in particular. Now, again, stage acting is a little bit bigger because you're trying to reach the full audience, but all film acting is in the eyes. And she's playing to the camera a little bit here, and it's totally convincing. She looks terrified. And given what she's talking about, it seems like it's about global warming, yes. But pretty much anything existential, right? Like, this is somehow also speaking to me and to my experience from this summer. I think this is one of those songs that you can bring your own meaning to, and it's gonna fit. Hey guys, good morning. Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet because I am shooting a non-struck film and some people are asleep near me after a late shoot last night. But just to expand further on that, when I mentioned this summer, obviously it's publicly known that I lost my younger sibling this summer. But I've been diagnosed with PTSD coming out of that, and some anxiety and panic attacks. And so this is also speaking to me in that regard. But then also my younger sibling was a zoologist and, a scientist. And we talked a lot about climate change as well, and conservation efforts and saving the environment. And so this is actually, watching it now is like, maybe it's because I'm early and I'm just taking my first sips of coffee, but it's really, really powerful, and it's hitting me on a different level as I'm editing. So I just wanted to share that, and I don't know, just say thank you, Aurora, for this, and inhale, exhale. It's been a nice reminder, and it's been good. I'm sitting beside a window on a beautiful morning, and it's good to have that reminder. So I'll go back to the video, but just wanted to share that. But that existential dread is present in her eyes, and it's a wonderful performance. And then she's able to add this slight warble, this slight, it's not fragility, it's like a vibration to her voice that's not vibrato. It's an incredible vocal effect that really takes the mood that she's trying to put out there and what she's physically doing and makes it that much more visceral, because you hear that terror and then she pulls it back. But what a great rise in tension, and what wonderful vocal technique. Also, when she goes up into head voice, it's so clean. It's so nice.
Pollution in the air, my dear, come near. Do you feel my hand? It is there. Exhale, inhale, inhale.
Oh, nice. Look at that pulsing light too. Their vowel approach is so nice, and it's so light. And this whole it makes you think, oh, there's no moment in there to breathe. Exhale, inhale. That inhale's coming on the very end of exhale. I thought this was gonna be, oh, let's take deep breaths, but it's like this. There's this. And the lights were doing this too. There's a pulsing feel to this of trying to control a panic attack that's also being given in the performance of it. And the lighting is helping with that too. And the slow build of the orchestra with it too is great. I mean, this is vintage Aurora. This is excellent. Nice cymbal roll. Yeah, now the camera's coming down and she's getting more strong with it. Yeah. Yeah. Good harmony. So notice that when she started this motif of Take From My World No More, we were going with a low angle shot on her that gave her a lot of power. It was kind of an intimidating approach. And then she doubles over as if she's been shot or stabbed or poisoned, as she referenced earlier. And then she collapses onto the ground. Well, now we're still hearing it. We're hearing voices coming in over, and we start to come in over her. She looks up at the camera, and now she's isolated against the white as she goes back into humming. There's this feeling of death, of loss, but I also just want to quickly point out that it's interesting. I gotta fix that lampshade. It's interesting that it's all in one take, because she starts by saying, I was ice, I was the tree that fell, and so there's this I am timeless, and so we're seeing before time, we're seeing before humanity, for example, and then we're getting into this stop taking from all of this, and then she collapses and lays on the ground, and it's it tries to capture this full scale of time. And I think that's part of the lights moving on the ceiling. It feels like time's kind of passing by. It's got that kind of hyperspace thing from Star Wars, right? And so, I think the one take aspect, which I don't think I talked about for some reason, is really interesting because, as it starts tight, it starts close, and then it expands as the world has expanded and as we have expanded, and then it starts to get closer again. And so the camera really is kind of selling that storytelling aspect of this. That it's not the end. That's my interpretation of it. I don't know. She says, I was here before all of this. Well, maybe there's the thought that she'll be here long after. Great vowel. It's a great hit on that floor tom there. Really nice shift in harmony to show something's changing. See how they're pulling up on the lights now? More of an even flat lighting. Nice. Looking straight up at the camera, and then it's going to go past her. Rock focus out. Man, that's great. feel like I'm gonna need to watch that, 7, 8, 50 more times to try to fully grasp the depth of it, it's so well orchestrated too, in the same way that you see with Sound of Silence by Disturbed, for example, and slowly adding these instruments, and then we're getting this duh-duh on the floor tom with the cymbal rolls. There's this feeling of movement, and then it ends. This is not the end. The video is over, the song is over, but it's cyclical, and it will come back over and over until this war is won, until this battle is won, until the cycle is no longer needed and necessary. And that's great. And doing it all as a single shot is very, very difficult to do, because if something goes wrong, then you need to reset everything. And yet they do it, and they do it very, very well. And her performance is just so magnetic. She's so compelling. She's so interesting to watch, because she's not just singing, she's thinking, she's breathing, she's living, she's engaging with the meaning of her art, and she's inviting us into that journey with her. And that's why she's great. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water. Take care of the planet, okay? We only got one of them, so let's do our best to do that. Please take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. But until then, be well.